guys, welcome back to my channel. And before I even get started on this video, I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and support that I got in my previous video. I was a little bit overwhelmed with the amazing response that I got, and we were having some really nice conversations in the comment section. If you haven't watched that video, I'm going to be linking it up here as well as in the description bar so that you kind of know what I'm talking about. But again, I just want to say thank you so much. But anyway, so today's video is my August haul. I feel like August went by like this. Like, I don't even know what happened. Like, it just one flash and then August was gone. It's already September. It's crazy how fast the summer went. August is kind of like an awkward time for fashion because you don't want to keep buying like all your summer stuff, but then fall stuff isn't really out yet. Most of my items are vintage, some are custom, and then 2 pieces are not vintage. I'm just gonna get started. So I'm gonna be starting out with the clothing pieces because that's the most exciting, and then moving on to some accessories, and yeah. Alright, so the first thing that I have, you can probably see it here. I'm getting a little bit too excited for fall, I think. And it is a little plaid wool kilt, and it is just so beautiful. I feel like last winter I was really obsessed with like the long pleated wool skirts, like very like 1950s style, but I thought I would kind of bring it back and bring back some of my Ivy prep style. If you've been watching my videos for a really long time, you will know I was like obsessed with like the Ivy prep school style. I like to kind of mix that in with like my 1960s fashion and just kind of create some really fun outfits. I actually have a whole lookbook planned for that particular style. So anyway, so this is the one piece that I got. I got it off Etsy. It is vintage from the 70s, and I just think it's like really cool. The next thing that I have is Thrifted, and it looks like this, and it's like a little red knit top. You guys know how much I love wearing red. So it looks like this, and it has like this really pretty little like knit pattern all over it, and then it also has these short sleeves with a little bit of like a ruffle detailing to it, and then you can see the same little ruffle detail along the collar, and then it just kind of ties in a little string, so you can tie like a little bow in the middle. You can just throw on a skirt and this, a pair of denim shorts, like pretty much anything, and it's just going to look a little bit more put together than just like a plain t-shirt. And I have 2 clothing pieces left, and let me explain before I actually get started on it. And okay, so I got these from Walmart because every single year they have this whole section of like school uniforms for like kids, and they always have this like blue pleated like school uniform looking like dress, and every single year I see it and I'm always like, oh, I want to buy that, but then I don't, because like I don't know, I just like back out and I just don't end up buying it. But I was actually at Walmart buying like cereal or something, and they had this dress and it was on clearance, and I was like, okay, this is the year, I'm just gonna give it a try, and I tried it, and you guys, I am obsessed. Like, it's like so random. I mean, it's navy blue and it's like a little shift dress. It has like the drop waist on it and then some pleats at the bottom, and it is just amazing. I actually already wore it and I already filmed the clips for the lookbook that I was just talking about. But imagine this when it gets colder with like a red turtleneck and red tights. Like, how fun would that look? I have so many ideas for so many outfits that I can wear with it. I know for the past like year and a half I've been talking about cutting out fast fashion completely, and I feel like I've pretty much done that. If you watch back all of my other hauls, I haven't really purchased anything from fast fashion companies. However, there is nothing wrong with buying from a fast fashion company if you are going to be wearing it like I just did. I just bought that from Walmart, but I am going to be wearing it over and over again. So the huge problem with fast fashion is the mass consumption and not actually wearing the pieces that you're buying. But if you are going to be buying a piece but you're going to be wearing it like countless times, then I really don't see the issue. Which brings me to my next item, because it is also from Walmart, and this is the last clothing piece that I have, but it looks like this. It's a knit cardigan. This is also from the kids section. This is a size large, I believe, from kids. I've been looking for a thick knit cardigan like this for so long, but I feel like the biggest problem that I have is that a lot of the shoulder seams that like should be right here on your shoulder, a lot of modern sweaters have that shoulder seam like in the middle of your arm here, and it's just not a flattering silhouette for anybody. I feel like it just makes your arms look really bulky and like your whole body look a little bit bulkier than it is. This particular sweater doesn't actually have a shoulder seam at all. It just kind of goes on straight from like the neckline, and that's where like the sleeves start, and it's a much more flattering silhouette. It looks a little bit more feminine, as well as, since it is kids, the crop is a little bit shorter, which actually looks really nice whenever I wear any like plaid skirts or anything like that. It just looks a little bit more balanced. The next few pieces that I have are accessories, and I'm going to be starting out with hats. So this one, if you watched one of my vlogs already, I think it was my weekend vlog where I got my haircut, I showed this to you guys already, but it's a little leopard hat. It's like a pillbox hat, and then it also has these long straps that you can tie like a little bow like under your chin, so it keeps your ears and like the back of your neck super warm, like this, with like a little black coat, and then you're gonna be so snuggly and warm in the winter because it gets so cold here. Obviously I live in Canada. Continuing on with hats, I have one last summer hat. I feel like I actually haven't bought that many summer hats this year, but this this is one of the ones that I did buy. I got this from Stratford in like a little vintage shop that I just kind of stumbled in. It looks like this. It's white and it has a little, I don't want to say a bow, but it has like a little ribbon piece at the back. Very, very cute. And I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up, but it has like this beautiful kind of like crochet type texture to it. But it has like a mesh lining on the inside, so it definitely keeps its shape. And I just think it's like so stunning. Okay, not with my hair like this, but like I love this shape. It's very like 1960s. Speaking of hats, I actually got 2 custom made pieces, and I found this Etsy shop on Instagram, and she actually makes children's hats. But I messaged her and I asked her if she'd be able to make like an adult version of the hat that she makes, and she said that she'd be able to, as well as I sent her a photo of like this old like vintage pattern that I wanted, and she was actually able to make that for me as well. So she is amazing. So highly recommend. So the first piece that I have is the actual hat that she makes for kids, but I asked for the adult version. So it looks like this, and it looks kind of like a little baby bonnet, if that makes any sense. And it's nice and round. I asked for the top of it to be more rounded versus it being like a square. It reminds me of some old like 1940s photos that they would wear pieces like this, particularly children, but I don't know why I'm so drawn to like children's fashion, like Peter Pan syndrome or something. This one's in the taupe color, and then it also has the little baubles that I think she puts on like all her hats. The second piece that I have is the actual custom piece that I sent her a photo and asked if she'd be able to make it. So if you are interested in something like this, just like shoot her a message on Etsy, let her know that I sent you, that way she'll know which pattern to make. But it looks like this, and it looks like a little head wrap, and it's cream, and it has all these little baubles like all over it. It's very like I'm going ice skating type thing, so it like covers up all of your ears, and then it ties in a little bow at the bottom, and I just think it's so stunning. And this cream color is just like so like whimsical, and it's gonna match pretty much anything. Speaking of those head wraps, I actually found another one earlier this month, and it looks like this. It's in a burgundy color. However, I will say that I do recommend the one that I mentioned previously. I feel like it's a little bit of a nicer material, as well as it's a little bit cheaper, just because for me personally, since this one came from the UK, the shipping already made the price way more expensive than I would have liked to pay. So I highly recommend the previous Etsy shop that I mentioned. But anyway, so this one looks like this. It's in a really pretty burgundy color, which I think will match so many of my outfits, especially with like a navy coat, like a black coat, or pretty much anything. But I think it's really pretty. And then again, it has all those little baubles all over it as well. Next thing that I have is a necklace, and I'm not wearing it right now because I didn't want to forget to show it to you, but it is a locket, and I have been obsessed with lockets my entire life. I think since I watched A Little Princess, and she has that heart locket, which is like my ideal dream, but you know, I'm just gonna wait for the heart shaped for someone to gift it to me versus me buying it for myself. But anyway, so that movie and Swan Princess, that she has like that gold necklace as well. So I bought myself one because I only had like the lockets that I got from like the thrift store, so I wanted to invest in a nicer piece that I could wear every day and it's not gonna tarnish or anything. I got this from Etsy. It's vintage from the 1940s, and I am obsessed. The size is just perfect, and of course you guys know that I do prefer gold over silver. It just kind of matches my skin tone better, and it just, I don't know, I just think it looks nicer. As much as I love it though, I am kind of sad that it will sit empty. I have this like weird thing with lockets where I think that it should be gifted to me already filled. So if someone gifted it to me with like a photo or like a strand of hair or something, I would wear it like that. But since I bought it for myself, then it's just going to be empty, which is kind of sad, but like that's okay. The next thing that I have, I've shown it to you guys already. It was part of my weekend in my life video, and it looks like this, and it is a little porcelain hand. And I feel like in old vanities they used to have things like this, and they would have like the pearl necklace like draped around it or something. But I've never seen one that has all this like flower detailing all over it, which I think is really pretty and feminine and just really dainty. I don't currently have a spot for it. My room is kind of full right now. Last but not least is another little Russian nesting doll to add to my collection. You guys know I've always been obsessed with Russian nesting dolls. I just think they're so cool, and this one I found it on Etsy, but it's so cool because it's more of like a wintry scene, and it has all this little like fur trimmings all over it in the snow, and I just thought it was so pretty. And there's even one that has a little snowman on it, which I think is really cute actually. You can see, I don't know if you can see that, but it has a little snowman on it, and I just think it's so cute. And that pretty much wraps up this video. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know in the comments below which piece was your favorite, as well as let me know something that you're looking forward to wearing this fall, because since I tend to wear my own things and just kind of follow my own trends, I'm a little bit out of the scene on like what's trending for the fall. So let me know in the comments below what's something that you're looking forward to wearing. And I was actually thinking of doing like a more wish list type video where I talk about all the things that I'm shopping for in the fall. So let me know if that's something that you guys would be interested in seeing, and I can probably film that for next week. If you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure to subscribe, and if you are subscribed, make sure to turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss out on any new videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!